Hi, this is Preston with Mission Ridge, and today we're going to be talking to you a little bit about knives and their kind of utility, purposes, and different forms. One of the common things that comes up a lot as you're looking into a reason to carry a knife, people have a tendency to go, well, that seems neat, but would I ever really need to have a knife on me? In my opinion, the answer is yes. There's an application that'll come up most days for most people, whether you have to open mail with it, open a box, possibly defend yourself, or if you're an outdoorsman especially, then you can always find a use for that, especially if you're ever to get stranded. It's just a very versatile tool to have all around. There's two different kind of basic forms of knives. There are ones that are either folding or have a blade that operates and opens out of a handle somehow, and there are fixed blade knives. When you're looking between the two of these, a lot of the differences are going to come down to your use and how you have to carry it. A fixed blade knife is going to be a larger knife almost innately, or at least it won't fold up and kind of store nicely without a sheath or something to put the knife into. You have to be careful with the tip of the knife and cover it with something so that you don't hurt yourself or others. Whereas like with the first knife I picked up here, these will fold and be able to slide into a pocket, be a little bit easier to carry, drop into a bag with a little bit more kind of certainty it'll be there. But when you look between the two, you are potentially sacrificing some amount of, I'll say, ability to work hard with the knife. When you have a pivoting point, it'll be a slightly weaker point than having a nice solid construction of solid metal running down the spine of it. So depending on your purposes, if you intend to be outdoors and hunting or bushcrafting, a fixed blade knife is often the way to go if that's your purpose. In terms of having a knife on you every day, the folding is often going to be the way to go. There are lots of different ways that you can decide between a knife and size. Things like the Benchmade 4A are a really solid size for that, or like the Medford Slim Midi. Knives of this type are going to be designed to be low profile and to kind of go with you everywhere. We often call them everyday carry knives. When you're looking into that section, oftentimes you can get some really nice details on that knife, maybe Damascus steel or Dama steel is an offshoot of that. Things like carbon fiber and inlays in the handles, things of that nature, so that it's not only a thing to carry with you as a useful tool, but it's also pleasing to look at. One of the other styles of mechanism that exists out there are going to be automatic knives. There are basically two different kinds. There are push button autos, and then there are out the front autos. Like this knife here is the Benchmade Infidel. You can push forward on this lever here to activate the blade out of the front. These are going to be usually considered kind of tactical style knives. It's a lot easier to deploy them with one hand if you're holding something heavy and you need to cut the tape open off your box or things like that. It's going to be a lot easier to get to your blade there. Do be careful if you travel a lot. Autos are not always acceptable in different cities or different states. If you have any other questions, you can call us here at the store or visit our website at missionridgerange.com. Have a wonderful rest of your day.